Welcome to another edition of iReview, where I review everything on Netflix. Today I'll be reviewing a new Netflix dating show called Dating Around. This is Netflix's first reality dating show where 6 real-life singles navigate 5 first blind dates. Their mission is to find that one perfect match worthy of a second date. Here's a really quick peek at the show. Dating Around consists of 6 half-hour episodes all shot in New York City. Typical of most dating shows you've ever seen, this one has its share of trendy and beautiful hipsters supposedly looking for love. With so many dating shows having been aired over the last 20 years, it's hard to stand out. But this show does a few things right that set it apart from its predecessors. First, there aren't any confessionals or people talking to camera. No one is sharing their feelings or being interviewed before or after the date. We, the viewers, are like a fly on the wall, watching the dates being played out as they're happening, and we get to witness it all in real time. After a very short introduction to the subject person, or the person looking for love, we're off and running, meeting 5 potential love interests. The dates are intercut, meaning we see a little of one date and then a little of another, and so on, as opposed to sitting through one date all the way through. This keeps the show moving at a nice pace, and we get to compare each dater's responses to the same question. After the 5 dates are over, we cut to the next day where our main character meets the person he or she has chosen for a second date. We never hear any feedback on why they chose who they chose, and we aren't given any follow-up info as to how the second date went and if they're still even seeing each other. So it's this lack of information and the show's simplicity that make this dating show unique. There's a really interesting mix of people in this series, starting with Luke, the 27-year-old real estate broker with perfect hair and an ego to match. On one date, he actually says to the girl, "It's nice to meet me." It's tough to date someone like Luke because he's already in love with someone, himself. Next up is Gerke, the 36-year-old divorcee with intimacy issues. This lady has her guard up as she has obvious trust issues. There's a good chance the last few guys she dated are in a freezer in her basement. Next is Lex, the Gaysian production designer with the tough exterior. Lex says he's looking for love, but is finding it tough when everyone he meets has what he calls next best thing-itis. Leonard is a retired widow looking for a second chance at love. He's a Jewish atheist who never pulls out his cell phone at the dinner table. Sarah is the sexy, nerdy relationship junkie who's seen Rent 35 times. I saw Rent once, and that's 2 hours of my life I'll never get back. Lastly is Mila, the super stylish makeup artist lesbian whose last girlfriend was an androgynous stud, just like my mom. Mila goes out with 5 very different women, and in the end she makes a choice that only proves that I know nothing about women. So, if you're a fan of dating shows, or you just have an extra 180 minutes to kill, then you want to give the show a watch. Thanks for watching iReview, and keep a lookout for my next review coming soon. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to stay current on my reviews of everything on Netflix.